Dave.
Ian.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
You asked me to bring us into the show, and I've got nothing. I don't have any bits. I don't have any idea of what we're starting to talk about. I got nothing.
Okay, we burned all our bits in pre-show shenanigans. Yeah,
we did a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I will say, okay, hold on. I do have something because
I knew it.
I just got done. So my wife and youngest child are off on a school camping trip tonight, and so Nico and I decided to get some food, order in some food, and I introduced to him the cinematic masterpiece Independence Day.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so this is boys' night. You're having boys' night.
We had a little boys' night.
Okay.
And I have notes.
On Independence Day?
Yes, I remember not liking the movie when it first came out.
Okay.
And I think it was just that I was like already into my like contrarian phase, which started at I think 3 weeks old.
I was gonna say in utero,
right? And
where you were like Nirvana's In Utero is overrated,
right? But yeah, it's not a good movie.
It's not a good movie. It was. I mean, I remember loving it because I saw it in the theater, right?
Right.
And like this is peak Will Smith days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was that, then Men in Black after that, right?
Well, yeah. And Nico is 10, and so I've shown him Men in Black, and he loved it, and he watched Independence Day. Like 10-year-old boy is like, that is the target demographic for this movie, right?
Yes, for Independence Day. Men in Black is universal appeal. Great movie.
Men in Black is great. I like Men in Black a lot.
Yeah.
But like the whole scene in the beginning of the movie,
when you start to get visually upset. For the audio only listeners, I can tell when the thoughts hit Ian's head that like cause his blood pressure to spike. Go on.
Yes.
Sorry.
He's flying around Los Angeles, right? When they first discover that the ships have shields, and they launch the missiles, and the missiles all explode on the shields. And then all the little ships come out and they get into a dogfight. Mm-hmm. Great, sure. He flies from Los Angeles. He then is in the Grand Canyon. In an F-18.
Right.
And then they crash land outside of right off the rim of the Grand Canyon. Already, this is a real long trip without refueling, right? He's on afterburner the whole time, I'm assuming.
Sure.
In the Grand Canyon, hundreds and hundreds of miles away.
Right.
They crash. He throws a chute and crashes the alien spaceship into the rim of the Grand Canyon. It like comes to a crash landing. He comes down next to it. He then drags the alien from, he punches it and says, "Welcome to Earth," blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He drags the alien to like walking distance to Area 51.
Right.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, it's not suspension of disbelief. It's suspension of geography.
Right. The world that they have is the real world where they have all the real cities. They're talking about all the real cities and all the real geography.
Yes.
But they can't get like California, Arizona, and Nevada right. Like,
but here's the thing. Okay, so this is like video game map logic, is what's happening.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Yep. What's really worth it between those points? If you could fast travel from Denver to Kansas City, wouldn't you skip Wakini, Colby, Hayes?
Hayes. Oh, Hayes, America. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You would fast travel that shit so hard. Even if it was like, okay, this is going to take a month off of your life, but we can do this. You're like, fucking go. Yeah. I get it.
I mean, before we get into the computer stuff, which is just gobbledygook.
Right. Yes. You have to give them a cold, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
None of it makes any sense.
Goldblum,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never not Jeff Goldblum.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
This friend of mine forever ago, I was over at his house, used the bathroom, closed the bathroom door, and he had printed out a giant picture of Jeff Goldblum's face. And on the back of the bathroom door, it just said, Jeff Goldblum watches you poop. Like, all right. Okay, buddy. I think we're going to be friends.
Yeah. The sexiest poop I've ever taken.
Yep. Just piano jazzing your way. Yeah. To a number 2. Yep. Okay. So boys' night. So give me some other movies that were in the running, kind of were in consideration, and how do you plan on is there car potential for any of this? Like Fast and Furious, he's too young for Fast and Furious, right?
Oh, I've been threatening Jenny that I will introduce Nico to the Fast and the Furious movies.
Right.
I was like, well, I'll do it.
It's going to you have to at some point.
At some point. And he will love them.
Of course.
But yeah, he's a little too young, I think, for Fast and the Furious still.
Yeah.
So maybe another couple of years for that. I was trying to talk him into tonight. Because he's been on a huge Weird Al kick. I've been trying to talk him into watching UHF.
Hell yeah.
So we were literally picked out of a hat whether we were going to watch Independence Day or UHF.
Okay.
So I'm very excited for him to watch that because I think he's going to love it.
Nice. That's amazing. Yeah. And I'm that's the thing, as an adult, you can appreciate that Weird Al is truly an amazing talent, musician, right? Legitimately gifted individual, right? And on top of that, he's a crazy nice dude. He's one of the people that we just need to protect because he makes us happy. He's the mental good place, Yeah. Right?
Yeah, if we milkshake duck Weird Al at some point, I'm going to be real upset.
Me too, buddy. I hear you. Yeah. So, okay.
My parents, if you're listening, look up milkshake duck. That's fine. You can Google that one.
So any other kind of car franchises or car movies that you're excited to introduce him to, that maybe he's too young now, or what do you think?
I think The Italian Job for sure.
Yeah,
you can
just
watch that.
For the original one, just skip the first 8 minutes or so, because apparently the movie is just Michael Caine bangs chicks for the first 9 minutes of the movie. Right. In case you didn't remember, how
I didn't remember that part.
You're just going to want to skip that part because okay, we get it. Right. Yes, you're a heterosexual man. Thank you for telling us, Michael Caine.
Yeah. The pacing of movies was very different back then. They used to really linger on a point.
Oh, yeah, they had way more time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously Ronin, but he's got to be a little older for that because that's a little bit of a slower burn. I don't know. What other ones should I do for car stuff?
So I was thinking about cars in media earlier today, actually, and I have a topic on here called TV Rec. And so,
look at that.
Yeah. I think it's getting him to just generally notice cars or kind of pointing out cars in movies is something that I'm sure is already happening.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to recommend the new Guy Ritchie series Mobland. Because the car casting in that is great. Tom Hardy drives an Audi RS6 Avant, which is perfect for his character. It's Guy Ritchie, so the music's going to be on point. They already had Prodigy Firestarter in an episode. Nice. Fuck yeah, right? And the car casting is going to be on point too. So watch Mobland. That's good. But I can't really think of any other kind of car centric movies. If you have an idea, drop them in the YouTube comments. We want to hear them. Yeah. We got to make a list for sure. Right.
I will say one thing I noticed watching Independence Day that I'm glad you brought this up is that I like noticing car extras.
Yes.
Car background things. Mm-hmm. And in Independence Day, obviously they had a certain number of cars because the city destruction scenes where they had to show traffic. There was a bunch of cars, and they kind of like moved them around. And in all of the New York shots, there's one white Toyota MR2.
Oh, okay.
Like first gen Toyota MR2 with his headlights up.
Yeah.
One Mr. 2 that's like being moved around in a sea of yellow cabs, but it's the same one every time.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, Mr. 2 is right there.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Other car movies for Nico. I don't know. Yeah. Sound off in the YouTube comments. We want to hear it for sure.
Yes.
There's going to be a billion obvious things. So it's just late and we're both.
I mean, like Days of Thunder.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Talladega Nights.
Too young for that.
Yeah.
Too young.
Definitely.
He can't say any of those words.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there'll be more. There'll be more.
Right. Yes. Days of Thunder. Yeah. Jeez. I mean, like, the Wachowskis Speed Racer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen that.
Yeah. I have not either. I know like people like legit like it. Like, I need to watch that. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You know my obsession with the Wachowskis, right? You know how
I don't know about this.
deeply I love Jupiter Ascending. Right?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my
God. So bad. It's so bad, and I love it so much. Yeah. Oh God. I just got like the neck tingles thinking about that movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Interested to hear the YouTube comments for sure, or see what people say. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Boys' Night sounds like a success. Then he loved Independence Day.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, he loved it. Okay. Well, what should we talk about today? Would you like to lift my spirits?
I typed a phrase in the talkabouts that I know is going to be stuck in Ian's head all day tomorrow, and he's going to hear it. Love lift us up where we belong. Love lift me up where we belong. I don't know, but yeah, Ian, I got my lift.
I know.
I am
so excited.
Somehow
I am so excited to pour oil from a height in your garage now.
Ian, it came with drip trays that you can overflow. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So here you go, Ian. Here's me in the lift.
Amazing.
There's the nug up. Yep. Yeah.
That's a very happy Dave right there.
It is. I mean, that's a car person bucket list thing come true, right?
Yes. Have you had a car underneath a car yet?
I have not. Yes. I have kept the lift in its highest position and just parked the Fiat underneath the lift, which means I have banged my head on the lift about 7 times so far.
That was going to be my next question. How many times have you hit your head on it?
A lot. I'm going to be like adhering pool noodles to the sides of it. Yeah. Oh, and there's like just steel 90-degree edges that you catch your head on. Oh. The ones where like you don't even come in hot, but they just hurt so bad. I've not broken skin yet. Yeah, okay. But we know that that's inevitable.
It's definitely going to happen. You're going to need a drip tray for all the blood that's going to be gushing out of your head.
I'm just going to need to. I don't need to wear my helmet when I drive. I need to put the helmet on when I pull into the garage before I get out of the car. Yeah, that's my garage helmet.
Oh my God.
I'll have to see if Peedah has like an old hockey helmet or something.
Yeah, you really should put some padding on it or something.
I'm going to. Yeah, I need to. Yeah.
Oh man, that's so exciting.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, when it's in its highest position, my wife can open her car door without having to worry about it, like completely fully. So yeah, thankfully it raises high enough that tray there is higher than a Lexus RX 450h's door, you know? Which is not exactly low, No,
yeah, that's great.
So that's good. I'm thankful for that. That was going to be the first reason that I put pool noodles along the side of it, just so that, I mean, I open my door into stuff all the time accidentally. So, yeah, right.
Yeah. So how long before you put, Fiat, Lexus, and then you start looking at that empty garage bay and go,
Well, Ian, I already have something pending for it.
Well, the Lemons car is going to be on the lift.
Yeah, the Lemons car will be on the lift. But after that, I'm building you your next car, Ian. Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about it. I've joined some Facebook groups.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I have. Okay. Do you want to hear what I'm thinking right now?
Sure. Hit me with it.
Okay, so RX-8. Yes, I'm in for this platform. Okay, love it. I think that it's like there's even like tons of research and like development on like people that use them for time attack, those chassis for time attack, right? So I think that like from a knowledge standpoint, chassis knowledge, like we'll be able to figure out something that really works for you there. Engine. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. You, Ian, today have 222-ish horsepower. You have like a perfectly flat torque curve, right? I want you to have something a little spicy, Ian.
Me too.
Yeah. Me too. I'm thinking we need to put some extra air in your engine to raise the pressure. I think you need to continue. I think you need to be a boosty boy.
A boosty boy.
So hear me out.
How many boosties will I have? Will I have 4 boosties? Will I have a triangle boosty?
No, you will not have a Dorito boosty. You will not have a 4 boosty, and you won't have a 6 or an 8 boosty. Okay?
A 5 boosty?
Yes, because Ian, the Volkswagen 07K engine, the 5-cylinder, the 2.5 out of the Volkswagen Rabbit, and a billion other things, is like people are sinking tons of resources into this, like it's the next Honda K-swap.
Really?
Yes. So like you can get these blocks, like you can get a junkyard $300 2.5 and get it to 400 horsepower. No problem. Somebody makes a bell housing to meet up to an RX-8 transmission already.
Whoa.
Right?
Interesting.
Right? I was thinking about it. I was like, Ian's coming off of like very predictable, like throttle input, where like you're not really too concerned about where your car is in the rev range on the track, right? You just know, like, I need to, am I redlining it or am I, like really short shifting? Like you'd have to go down like 2 gears to like really mess something up, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like you're going to get more satisfaction out of something that gives you a little bit more to manage and to learn, besides making a transition from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, right? The IT rule of thumb is always one change at a time. Right. But that I think is like towards development and stability in production. Right. I think like clean sheet of paper. Life is fucking short, man. Let's give you 20 pounds boosted through a VK or an 07K Volkswagen engine, which also kind of carries a little Volkswagen into your next car, right?
It does. I like that.
Right. Yeah.
And those engines are essentially like disposable, right? They're fucking everywhere.
They're fucking everywhere, Ian. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen it yet, like James Pumphrey talked about his quite a bit. He thinks that this is like the next big like thing for like, it was K-swaps before, LS swaps are never going to go away. Right. K-swaps. Yeah. Like it's high dollar, man. Like, and there's a lot of stuff with it, right? Like they're great, right? But like, I think that there are some problems that you can run into, like the StanceWorks guy with his Ferrari that he converted over to a K-swap, right? I don't know if you've seen that YouTube series, but he had tons of problems. And I think 2 different engines grenading on him from very reputable builders. But yeah, I think like the to give you kind of like where the temperature is in the automotive community, you remember how like Volkswagen people back in the day would say VR6 the world? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. It is now 07K the world. Right?
Okay.
That like people are no longer really like thinking about like doing Audi S4 VR6 swaps. They're doing 07K swaps.
Interesting.
Right.
That's so funny too, because that engine has been notoriously shit for so long in stock applications. Like, I don't know if you've ever driven a Jetta with that engine.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
It does suck. But that's the thing. It just has no management and no power. Like you add a little bit of boost to it and it's freaking hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, now I need to go look these up to see, like, I want to hear what they sound like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
intrigued.
I think it could, because spoiler alert.
I also like the sound of 400 horsepower.
Right. Yeah.
That's a number. That's a number that sounds great.
I was, for like a birthday gift for you, I was going to supercharge your LS for your track car. Like I already had that in my head that was just going to happen. Right? You were not getting out of my garage without some kind of forced induction. And I was going to just give you like 7 or 8 PSI on a little whirly boy. Right. But I think this 07K is the way to go. Interesting. Yeah. You know,
I love that you've been doing research on this, because I have not.
That's because you don't need to, Ian.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like, I don't think that I think that you and I have a very similar mind when it comes to like what is going to be fucking hilarious and fun. Like, how can, like, okay, you know how to get me to have fun in a car. You just do, right?
Yeah.
You know me well enough. I know how to get you to have fun in a car, right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And there's no one answer, right? But I mean, like a small, short wheelbase, rear wheel drive platform, boost, and like an engine that doesn't break the bank.
Yeah. No, that's a really interesting combination. I like that.
Right? Yeah. So, you know, that's what I've been digging into lately. Yeah, I joined a Facebook group for it. I've been doing some research. Yeah.
Can I make it sound like a TTRS?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole thing, right? Yeah. So people are doing this swap into Audi TTs as well.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right? Because it's essentially plug and play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Shit. That sounds fucking great.
So yeah, I have plans for that empty garage bay when 2 cars are parked on top of each other.
Okay, well, if any listeners are interested in the kidney, so I can do this quickly, hit me up.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, and if anybody has any advice or thoughts on that, you know, chime in the YouTube comments, because
720-515-1391 lines are open. Yep. Operators are standing by.
Yep.
They're not.
No, they're not. No. So this is the kind of stuff that the Lyft will facilitate, right?
Okay.
You know, I like, as much as I would love to find another vegan, and I know that I will probably have another vegan in my life at some point in the future, you know, and I did see Ben again on the street. I wasn't able to wave to him. But yeah, I did cross paths with the vegan that Peedah and mine is keeping alive.
That's great.
Yeah. So, you know, I know one of those is in my future at some point, but, I think, you know, I think that when we did our 500th episode, we were talking to, Brendan Garst, and like, I was kind of reflecting afterwards, because we were also talking to our buddy Ian that was there. Shout out to Ian. Because we were kind of talking about how and this was a topic that Ian had for discussion, and like kind of this is an idea of his, but kind of digging into like neurodivergence in car culture and like how people use cars to kind of like cope or connect and like things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that as I have kind of dug more through like therapy and ADHD stuff and stuff like that, like cars and wrenching on cars is way more important to me than I ever like truly knew it was. Mm-hmm. And so it's not building a car just for you, but like, you know, like the amount of satisfaction that I get out of seeing the Lemons car out there, knowing that I had a hand in that.
Right.
Like, but like my special boy having a car on the track,
mm-hmm.
you know, that I built. You know?
I totally get it, because I was talking with Jenny about this a couple of weeks ago or last week or something. But we're talking about like why I love like cooking and baking so much.
Yeah.
Because especially in our line of work, like at our best day at work, we mm-hmm. fixed the thing, right?
Yep.
There's not a thing that you can like hold
right
and show someone and give to someone.
Yeah.
You can't hold a working network in your hand and then be like, here you go.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like it is kind of like a weird, you know, amorphous thing that we're working with all the time. So I think it's not an accident that I think most IT people end up with some sort of hobby that is working with their hands, right? Because you need that. You need something where there's like a concrete thing at the end of it and you can give it to somebody.
Right.
And you're like, I did this for you. You know, that's like a huge thing. So like cooking for me, cooking for friends and baking things for people and like that sort of stuff scratches that same itch of what you're describing, I think.
Absolutely. Right. I completely see that for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you are at home. Like you get such deep satisfaction out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so wild because like in an IT person's day, the perfect day, nothing happens.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But also we never want nothing to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I think that like, as IT careers have evolved, right, and cloud infrastructure has absolutely like, you know, become the standard by which so many of us operate. Like 10 years ago, we used to get a shipment of servers in and we used to have to rack and stack like 40, 60, 80 servers, right?
Yep.
In like a day, 2 days, right? It was like Gene's day in the data center, right? Yep. You know, mm-hmm. and you would get your box cutter and you would have these days of like racking and stacking in the data center, right? Even mm-hmm. even breaking down the cardboard was good, right?
Yeah.
You know?
You get to use the suction cup things on the floor tiles.
Right. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Just the smell of ozone. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. From the dehumidifiers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah. So we don't really get those days anymore, you know? And so I think like having other avenues for that stuff is really handy for sure. Cars, baking, you know, knitting, anything, you know? Yeah.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah. So, you know, you have some Google searches to do just to kind of confirm my wild notions.
I do.
But I think we might have a pretty decent direction.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. What else should we talk about? I'm intrigued by this red light game from Johnny.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So Johnny sent us some plates that I threw in the hopper. He sent some good plates, but he also had a red light game. Okay. All right. Let me pull up the Google Voice so I can read it to you. And he sent an answer, but I had mine picked out beforehand. So I will tell you what it was when we play it here.
Okay.
So 3 cars. Yeah. Describe the red light game to anybody who doesn't know.
I don't know what the red light game is.
You pull up to a red light with 3 cars.
Oh,
which one are you going to get behind? Right.
Okay. Yeah. So we've talked about this where it's the situation where you're on a 3-lane road and there are 3 cars ahead of you, one in each lane. And as you're pulling up, you need to make a quick decision. If you're like in a hurry, you want to get going, which one of these cars is actually going to be fastest off the line and get you where you need to go?
Right. Right. When the light turns green, what is going to be the best lane to get into? Right.
Yeah. Who's going to be staring at their phone? Who's going to be doing 15 miles an hour under the speed limit?
Right. Right. Who's too high to even recognize that they're on a road right now?
Right. Who's going to like peel out?
Yeah. Who's going to fucking full send? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So Johnny says, red light game, brand new. Number 1, brand new Volkswagen Jetta. Okay. Number 2.
Usually not my first choice for a red light game.
Okay. Right. A new Chevy Silverado with Army badges on it.
Okay.
Or a Chrysler 200 with a sticker on it that says, it's one of those, but did you die stickers?
Oh man, Chrysler 200 with the but did you every day? That's such an easy one. This person drives at full throttle and full brake.
Yes.
End of list.
If they have any brakes left.
Yeah. Full throttle, full brakes. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did. And that was my pick as well. Yep. Yeah. Johnny said it was the Chrysler was fastest off the line. Yep.
Of course it was.
Yep. Of course it was. The Army badges on the Silverado. If it was like a Camaro or like, the car that a young person in the military inevitably buys, but they should not be buying.
Right.
Right. Yeah. But a Silverado kind of with Army stuff hits different than that, like very irresponsible car.
Yeah. That says I'm 2 years from retirement.
Right.
Let's not fuck this up.
Yes, exactly. I got this for the boat that I will be using during my retirement.
Yes.
Right.
No, the Chrysler 200 is for Nissan Altima drivers who are patriots and want to buy American.
You are correct.
You don't want to be airborne in a Japanese car. No, you want to be airborne in something built in America.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. An ex-rental fleet Chrysler 200. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got the little Enterprise sticker someplace on it. Like they bought it from. They bought a 4-wheel rental car.
Hey, have you crossed paths with the 200 in your rental car shenanigans?
I have driven a Chrysler 200 as a rental car before, and they were atrocious.
Right, because it's essentially like the evolution of the Sebring, right?
Yes. And I think it shares a platform with the Dart. And remember the Dart was around for a few years.
Yeah.
The Dodge Dart. It's a terrible, terrible car.
Right. Yeah, it's not good. Oh yeah, that first generation was real bad. And then they did the Super Bowl commercial with Eminem when they did a facelift version of it, I think. Yeah.
Was that for the 200? That was for the 300, wasn't it?
No, I think it was for the 200. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the 300, but I could have swore it was the 200.
No, I think it was the 300 because that was at least a good looking car.
Okay.
For that facelift. Because that was when they did the facelift and it actually looked kind of good for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was the We Are Detroit Super Bowl commercial. That's the one you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm almost positive that was the 300.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And I think, am I right now? The Chrysler makes one car now?
Yes. Yeah.
Just the minivan, right?
Just the minivan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And no, it's not the Dart platform. It is the Sebring Avenger and Journey platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Chrysler is making one car right now.
Yeah. Is the new 200, because there was the second gen, is that the same as the Dart?
No. Yeah. It is not.
Oh.
First gen, second gen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes. So second generation 2015, that one.
Yeah. Let's see.
You click on the.
There it is. This is.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's if you click on it over on the left hand side where it says second generation.
Okay. Yeah. Second generation 2015. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's the Julietta,
okay,
Dart, and the
Cherokee. Oh man, that's Such a weird cocktail of vehicles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
I think this one, if I remember, drove at least a little better. That first generation one was. Oof,
yeah. I mean, bad. It was based on the Avenger and Journey. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible band, awful superheroes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, had the second generation
platform compact wide. There's no need to talk about my body shape like that. We don't need to.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Ouch, Chrysler.
Just a picture of a dashing gray-haired man.
Compact and wide.
For the platform. Well, who's this guy?
Built like a fucking teapot.
Oh, buddy. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Chrysler 200, man. Gonna be ripping shitties from that stoplight every single time.
Absolutely there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
just heading right for the nearest railroad tracks to get good air off of. You know it.
Yeah. You didn't need to put the "but did you die" sticker on it. One just shows up. Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah, either one of those shows up or it's the three, the scars. Right. Yeah.
Right. You wanted to drive a Nissan Altima, but you also want to storm the Capitol. And so you drive a Chrysler 200.
Yes. Yes. You were happy to get it back when you were parted.
Right.
Reunited.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're every time a celebrity dies, you're right on there saying vaccinated. Chrysler 200.
Chrysler 200. We apologize to any nice Chrysler 200 owners.
Yes. I'm sorry for your misfortune.
Yeah. But what do you do?
Yeah. I'm a Volkswagen,
True. Yeah.
If there sporty were Volkswagen driver who does not vape. So right. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that it's hard to go counter stereotypes sometimes.
It is. Yeah. There's always outliers, right? There always are, right?
There you go.
Okay.
That was fantastic, Johnny.
Yes.
Thank you for sending that. That's a really good one. If you want to send us a red light game, we haven't done one of those in a long time.
No, yeah.
720-515-1391.
Absolutely. Text them in. Yeah. We have some crazy my eyes. I want to save some of these for another episode. But,
okay. Can I just interject to say a thing that I just realized, which is if I'm ever arrested, there is like a 90% chance that the only number I'm going to remember is our voicemail. I don't know that I'd know any other numbers by heart.
You don't know your wife's number by heart?
I do. I know my wife's number by heart. But
she's gonna be like, no, decline. She's unknown number.
It.
Right.
That's it. She never answers her phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't text from prison.
No, she never answers her phone.
Right.
So yeah. I think that might be the only other number I know.
Well, I'm looking forward to the voicemail message that I see 3 days later. When I'm like, oh, I should check with Ian to see when he can record this week. What?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess the show's on a 6-year hiatus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, from prison. Will you let me do my podcast?
Right. Yeah, we should add that to the voicemail, to the outgoing message. If you need bail, press 2. If you need bail money again, press 2.
Yeah, our podcast content takes a turn to like cafeteria food and how to avoid getting shipped. Not really talking about cars so much anymore, are we?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and we somehow work it that you get conjugal visits with me just so we can record a show. And the guards are like, you guys have to bang. You can't just record a podcast. No, we don't want to. Yep. So there you go. Our future's looking bright, Ian.
I agree.
You're right. Yeah, that's the only number you're going to be able to get an answer for. I should probably take it off Do Not Disturb then.
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I like that. Okay. I two things. So I want to do a couple of my eyes. Okay. We have my eyes from Mark and from Jesse and Tim and Chris. Got a bunch. So let's carry some over to the next episode. But
sounds great.
I want to hit two from Mark and two from Jesse, mainly because you have to see these ones from Mark. But then Jesse, I have a new idea. I have something that I want to manifest on the show. Okay. So here's Mark's My Eyes. You got to check this shit out, Ian. You're going to love this. I'm going to start with this one here. Okay. This, Ian.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is an Alpina B6 Grand Coupe.
Yes.
With an Alpina license plate as well.
Right. Yeah.
That is cool.
Love
Alpinas are just so cool.
Yes. Yes. Regardless of what you think about BMWs, like you have to have a pass for Alpina, right? Like the fact that they stick with like the crazy multi-spoke wheels that are always just so legit. They have the air filler relocated into the center of the hub. Yeah, because you don't have a little valve stem anywhere on the wheel. You know,
I love them all so much.
Yeah, right. Well, Ian, I think you're gonna like this one even more. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, it's an Alpina B9, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Right?
I've never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Yeah, let's do a bit of research on the Alpina B9. Yeah.
Is that basically it's a 5 Series, I think, right?
It is. It's on the E28 platform.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to alpinaarchive.com. Yeah, so
it is so cool.
It was based on the 528i. Yeah, it is the engine is not the 2.8 liter, it's the 3.5 liter. 218 horsepower. But Alpina has modified the cylinder head, higher compression Molle pistons, and a new camshaft to make it produce 245 horsepower.
I bet that rips.
Right? Because the car, like that is a lightweight car. There's not much to it. Yeah. Bilstein dampers, 16-inch Alpina wheels.
Oh, man. So cool.
Right? Yeah. 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds back in the day. That was ripping.
Yeah, quick. I mean, that's about as fast as my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And my car is when is this 85? Nearly 20 years newer than that.
Right.
Because this car is 40 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how far ahead of the time it was.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, 245 horsepower in 1985 was like a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of horsepower. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in that car. That must be so much fun.
Yeah. I got to see what they're going for in Briggs Trailer.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
Right. There's one for 60 grand.
It bid to 60 grand, didn't sell.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if they have the graph down at the bottom here of like the other, where's the thing? They have like, more like it here. They have the usual, like a chart. Yeah, there it is of the values. Yeah. Oh my God. One sold for
what? Oh, because it was
34 mile roadster. Yeah.
Oh, that was a different. That's
that was
different
a Z8
one.
or the Z8. Yeah. But wow,
that's wild.
Oh, these are just listing all Alpinas. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Here's another B9, the coupe. Oh, here you go. Here's a B7. Yeah, I didn't even know the 9 was a thing, man. Yeah, here we go. That's the one we were just looking at. Yeah, it didn't sell for 60. But still, like, look at those little stripe touches and stuff.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That's a rad looking car, man.
It's really, really cool.
Right? Yeah. So thank you, Mark, for sending those.
It's not the same car.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
No, because it doesn't have the graphics on the side.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's an Alpina mock-up, but I mean, it looks legit. Yeah.
That's such a pretty car.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be a weird thing to fake. Because, like, again, who would that be?
Who would that be for?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, look at the green stripe on the inside, the green and blue stripe. That's so
80s
cool.
era Recaros are just the coolest.
Right? Yeah. Like that's the kind of seat you just want to sit in to read a book. Like that. I want that, but furniture. You know?
Look at that great wheel too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And just the glass, the greenhouse of that car, just all the glass. Yeah. Such a perfect stance, you know?
Yeah. God, that's such a cool car.
Right?
Man, good spot.
Yeah. Well,
that's crazy.
I think what Jesse sent us, as cool as that is, I think Jesse this is only April 23rd. I'm going to call this my eyes of the year right now.
Really?
I think so, Ian. Jesse saw the Dominator V3. Do you know what that is?
No. Am I going to recognize it when I see it?
It's a storm chaser car.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah. So this was at Jesse's hotel. And so I did a bit of research on the Dominator series of vehicles.
Okay.
And we need to get a storm chaser on the show.
Okay.
I want to talk about storm chaser vehicles, man.
Yeah. So what is this based off? Hold on, let me think. Because do you know what it's based on?
I do.
Okay.
And once you know it, you'll see it for sure.
Is it a Ford F-250? It
is a Super Duty Ford. Yes. Yep.
I can tell by the cutout by the rear view mirrors and the cutout right by them on the door.
Yeah. I mean, how crazy is that, right?
That is wild.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I think if I was staying in a hotel and I walked out in the morning to see that, I'd be like, do I need to like get out of here? Or?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Normally good things are not happening where this vehicle is. Right. Yeah. And I do like that they like this. If you just saw this vehicle, if I just saw this and didn't see any of the graphics or anything on it, didn't know what it was, I would be afraid that like there was a military thing or like the guy with the bulldozer that welded himself into it.
Bulldozer.
Yeah. That kind of thing was happening or about to happen again. Right. So I like that they just like, hey, have the Dominator. They have a QR code. Like they've got all this stuff on it.
Can I also just point out?
Yeah.
If we could do a quick zoomies and enhancies on the front door, did you notice that it still has the keypad?
It does. It still has the Ford keypad on the door.
That's so great. In case, you're storm chasing and you want to go for a run, you want to leave your keys in the car.
Right. Yeah. Or you lock your keys in the Dominator and there's a fucking tornado barreling down on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that line of dialogue from Twister. Oh, the keys are in the car. Use keypad. It's a good thing we got a Ford.
Right. Yes.
It was the product placement.
It's cool. We can leave it at the trailhead.
Right.
Nice, Ian. Nice. Yes.
That's really cool.
Right. Yeah. So there is a funny kind of story with the Dominator series of vehicles, the Dominator 4 specifically. So Dominator 3, let me do the Wikipedia on it, is the SRV Dominator. It is owned by a gentleman named Reed Timmer, a meteorologist. This is Dominator series of vehicles. Dominator 1 was a modified Chevy Tahoe. Dominator 2 was a GMC Yukon XL. 3, this one is a Ford F350 Super Duty.
Okay.
Right. Dominator 4, FORE, was named that way because it is a Subaru Forester.
Interesting.
Now, here's the thing about Dominator 4. There's actually been 3 different Dominator 4s. This is like the Simpsons cat, right? Okay. Yeah, Snowball 1, 2, or whatever, right?
Right.
So Dominator 4, this is what I locked into, of course, in the Wikipedia. So it's a Subaru Forester. Let's see here. In September 2022, the original Dominator 4 was caught in the storm surge of Hurricane Ian and left battered and non-functional. In December 2022, Timmer purchased a 2016, so he went back 8 years, Forester 2.5i as a replacement, swapped the hood from the original one to put it on the new Dominator 4. I would assume just because it had like graphics and like a bunch of cool hail damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, while in June of 2024, while chasing a tornado in Texas, Dominator 4 did a very Subaru thing. The engine on the replacement Dominator 4 seized and the vehicle was scrapped.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So he purchased.
Turns out the real storm was under the hood the whole time.
Yep. The low pressure system was from that head gasket blowing.
We have a low pressure system in the oil system.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now he has a 2015 Subaru Forester, which is referred to as Dominator 4.5 in social media posts. I do like that, like the attrition of the storm chasing vehicle. It just did the Subaru thing.
Right. Mother Nature can't kill it, but a head gasket can.
Right? Yeah. So, there you go.
There's a new one coming out.
Yeah, they're working on Dominator 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go. But we need to do something about Storm Chaser cars on this show. Like, if there was ever a show to like do a weird deep dive into like a niche automotive thing, that's us, man. That is us. We are here to ask those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to put that out in the world. We got to try to get in touch with some folks to make an interview happen for sure.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So thank you, Jesse, for sending that in. I'm calling it spot of the year. Yeah. Your move, everyone else. Right.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay. But yeah, we got some more My Eyes for next show.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we wrap it up with a license plate game? We'll keep it toit tonight.
Do you have
I'm sorry, an album of the week? That's what I meant to say.
No problem.
You can edit that out. Edit it out. Edit it out. Edit it out.
Dave's leaving it in.
Damn.
Please put $1 into your computer's optical drive slot in order to get that edited out of the show. Just a crisp $5, if you will.
I'll just roll it up real tight. Send it through the wire.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. I want to hear an album. Yeah, I want to know what you're listening to, because I did listen to some of that Matt Berry, man, and I knew that it was going to take a psychedelic turn, and boom, song 2 just like delivered right there.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm guessing you did not care for it.
I mean, it was fine. It's well done. I think it's something that I would put on if I wanted someone else to hear it.
Okay.
Right? Like I didn't not like it, but I wouldn't really find myself listening to it just to have something on. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I wouldn't get up and change it if it happened to be playing when I was around. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not tipping any tables for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like that one. I think that's a great like Sunday morning pancakes.
Yeah.
Record. Right. Okay. So this one is not out yet. I haven't heard this record.
Okay.
It is out on Friday.
Ooh, okay.
The 25th of April when this comes out.
Okay.
And it is the new album by the Viagra Boys.
One of my
favorite bands. It is Viagra Boys.
Viagra Boys.
Viagra Boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's sort of self-titled. Anyway, I've heard a couple of the singles off of it. It sounds fun as always. They're maybe the best rock band right now. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to see them this fall when they come to Denver.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Nice. Okay. Watch the Bog Body. Okay. That's their video for the,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they had a whole thing last year where they were like, they had like a fake social media beef with the Hives, because they're also from Sweden.
Okay.
They're fucking delightful. I love them so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're an island of delight, if you will. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, man.
Viagra Boys are fantastic. check this out. Listen with me on Friday. And
there you go. Yeah.
See if it's good.
Yeah. We'll have a little listening party.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, man. Nice.
Well, Dave, we did a car show and / movie review.
We did. Yeah. Drop your suggestions for movies that Ian needs to be, sharing with his 10-year-old. Yeah. Car-centric movies for sure. Yeah. I mean, is Herbie the Love Bug like in the canon at all? Like, and I'm not talking about the Lindsay Lohan one, like the OG one.
I don't know. No, I haven't really. I just assume that anything made before 1970 has some sort of like really racist shit that I'm going to have to explain.
Right.
So I haven't gone down that road with him yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of adventure movies right now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember you saying like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, we did National Treasure, which was fucking awful, by the way. That movie is terrible.
But
I got a solid 20 minutes on that one.
You do. You do. Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Why can't you just let Nick Cage be Nick Cage, right? You either want crazy Cage or you want no Cage at all.
Gotta let him off the leash.
Yeah. Right? Because when you do, good things happen. Adaptation. Con Air.
Wicker Man.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to when Nico can watch Con Air and Jupiter Ascending with us.
Here we go. I like it.
Okay. All right.
Well, everybody, thank you. 720-515-1391, apexadjacent@gmail.com. Thank you. We love you. Goodbye.